Alright, welcome back to the channel, everyone. The wind is blowing today. We actually are gonna go wash this car because it's been like over a month since I've done that. I need to get gas too, so we'll get that done as well. Nice little cold start. It's been a couple days actually since I've actually turned this thing on.
did do some hits a couple days ago, and it
fucking SCT, literally, it cut off. Hey, some people out here in Texas don't give a fuck. They be riding bikes on like the fucking freeways and shit. Oh no. I think my pump's taken. Oh, no, it ain't. Alright, so we got some gas. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, this is like really annoying because this car is like having the same issues the white car had. And kind of makes you think, like, if this was a 7K RPM NA motor, why is it having voltage issues at like 6K? I mean, that time it didn't even have the issues at 6K. I mean, I get there's a fuel pump on here now, that's huge. But still, it kind of makes you think. Don't buy cars that have work done, boys. Just buy one that's like, you know, as close to stock as possible and build it up how you want to build it, because I'm really confused on why this thing is having the issues. It makes you really think, like, is this shit even supposed to be revved out? Because when I had this thing at 5,000 or 5,500, I never had these issues. As soon as I started to rev it out, issues. So it's like, what's going on here? And like, why would you put the Vic Jr if you can only rev to 6K? That's kind of, ooh, Lambo. This is kind of the shit I don't get. you know what I'm saying? The TQs are great, like 60 roll tires. You know what I'm saying? You can run, you know, run these in the rain without an issue, but anything under 60, it's spinning pretty bad. Like I tried to do that, like, I don't know what that was, like maybe, it might have been less than a 40, and honestly, this car is not even like, it's not even in boost at 40. Like that should be, oh, I think it was like a 35 or something like that. Whatever it was a low roll. And I could have probably been in first gear realistically, but it just doesn't hook at all, bro. It just spins, bro. You can just feel it just digging into the road and kind of going, not bad though, because the car's not making that much power. Like 600 horsepower is not gonna get it out of the way, especially if you have like I said, a decent tire. But 40, you can forget it, man. And it's like not even, it's kind of warm too. It's like 80 something outside right now. I mean, 40 degrees, forget it. I've yet to run this car like under, like realistically, like under like 55 miles an degrees. So I'm curious to see how these perform at like 40. I know the Mickeys start to become problematic, you know, when it gets below like realistically like 45 degrees outside. The Mickeys become problematic, but I'm curious how these are, man, because in the white car when I had the Mickeys, and I was doing like 40 rolls in that car because they made less power, and it just hit a lot harder. Even though this hits harder at 40, but it doesn't hook up, so it's pointless. But that car was having problems with the Mickeys, second gear and 40 degree weather. So I'm curious what this car is gonna be like. We'll see. I think we're close to the wash, so I'll catch up with you guys. It's crazy fucking loud right now. Make this thing look good as new. No gap. Like a little basic wash here. It's not gonna go too crazy. To wash the car with one hand, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so she ain't perfect, but looks a lot better after the wash. I'm gonna vacuum it out when I get to the house because I can do that for free with an extension cord, so we're gonna do that. But this needs a new hood. The Termi bumper is growing on me, man. I know a lot of people are kind of indifferent on that, on like a 2-valve, but it kind of makes sense with this setup because it needs the cooling, because that intercooler is like maxed out. Just a respray. Honestly, just a respray. It looks pretty good, I ain't gonna lie, for what it is and what it did look like. Interior, this is probably gonna be the last video you're gonna see with the car with this back here. I'm actually gonna be taking these seats out. I'm gonna put a rear seat delete. This thing is actually pretty heavy. It has like a bracket, and the previous owner, actually I'll show y'all too real quick. Whoever wired this car up was pretty dumb, because you can see here that wire goes in between the bracket, so I quite literally have to cut the bracket. Even if I didn't want to do a rear seat delete, I still need to cut the bracket, because that is a pain in the ass for electrical. So go ahead, get that cut out, but probably drop like another 40 pounds removing that shit, because that bracket is heavy. But yeah, I'll get you guys when I get back to the crib. All right, so we're back at the casa. I'll meet you guys up in the next video, man. Might go get some runs tonight, might not, depends on what type of cars pull up. But yeah, keep you guys updated. Next video on this car will be replacing the cable and also more weight reduction. So making some progress, making some progress. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.